Once again, Meghan Markle's carefully constructed image has cracked under the weight of its own contradictions. This time, the glossy facade collapsed at Paris Fashion Week, and veteran royal commentator Neil Sean wasted no time peeling back the layers of Meghan's narrative. The Duchess of Sussex claimed she was invited to attend the exclusive Balenciaga show during the week's glittering fashion festivities. It sounded grand, glamorous, and exactly the kind of headline Meghan loves to cultivate. But the truth, as revealed by Balenciaga designer Pierpaolo, was brutally different. Meghan wasn't invited, she invited herself. She reached out to the designer and asked to attend. That revelation cuts to the core of the Meghan Markle strategy: project prestige first, hope the facts never catch up. Unfortunately for her, this time the facts came with names and receipts. Neil Sean didn't simply comment, he dismantled the fantasy. He pointed out the obvious but often ignored pattern: Meghan repeatedly inserts herself into elite spaces, then spins it as if the world begged for her presence. The Balenciaga incident is not just about a show invitation, it's emblematic of how Meghan tries to manufacture influence instead of earning it. There's nothing inherently wrong with asking to attend a fashion show. Celebrities do it all the time. The difference is that most are honest about it. Meghan, however, seemed desperate to present herself as someone who was courted by one of the world's most elite fashion houses, not someone who knocked on the door. It's that desperation for prestige, paired with a disregard for the truth, that turns a simple PR opportunity into a credibility disaster. Neil Sean's takedown also exposed the hypocrisy. Meghan has built her post-royal brand on authenticity, empowerment, and living her truth. Yet here she is, spinning stories to appear more relevant than reality allows. If your status is truly secure, you don't need to inflate it. The fact that Meghan did shows how fragile her public image really is. Even more telling is Prince Harry's silence. He stood by as his wife constructed yet another questionable narrative. For a couple that claims to value truth and transparency, their track record is a catalogue of embellishments, half-stories, and image manipulation. It's no longer about one Paris show, it's about a habit. Meghan's craving for association with top-tier luxury brands fits a familiar pattern. She once positioned herself as a humanitarian rebel against the royal machine. Now, she's chasing the same glittering spotlight, but this time without the built-in prestige of royal protocol to back her. Paris Fashion Week was supposed to be her moment to stand shoulder to shoulder with fashion's elite. Instead, she exposed just how far she's willing to stretch the truth to maintain the illusion. Neil Sean's commentary struck a nerve because it said what many have noticed but few say bluntly: Meghan's influence doesn't flow naturally, it's staged, scripted, and often exaggerated. She wants to be seen as effortlessly A-list, but her tactics scream insecurity. And let's not forget Harry. He has tethered his reputation to these repeated blunders, allowing himself to fade into the background while Meghan scripts their shared narrative. The former soldier who once commanded respect is now the silent partner in a PR machine that keeps misfiring. Balenciaga's designer didn't humiliate Meghan, she did that herself by trying to rewrite the situation. Neil Sean simply held up a mirror. And in that mirror, the Duchess wasn't the invited star of Paris Fashion Week. She was a self-promoter caught trying to play a game she no longer controls. In the world of high fashion and elite celebrity, perception is everything. But perception must be backed by truth, or the entire act collapses. Meghan Markle's Paris fabrication wasn't just a small lie, it was a reminder of how much of her public persona relies on illusion. And this time, the illusion shattered spectacularly.